Hey, hi YouTubers. Well, now it's pushing afternoon on Monday the 23rd of March, 2009, and we're just into spring. The equinox just happened this weekend, and I was invited over to paint with a couple of girls, and three, four, five, six of them, and it was wonderful. I had such a good time, and they treated me so good. And they're the kind of girls that like to paint on canvas. Now, I'm the kind of girl that likes to paint on plates and on rocks and those tangible things because I don't have any walls for canvas. As you can see, uh, all my walls are like this one. They have a map on it. This one's the uh, island of Hawaii. That one on that wall, what little there is of it, is the world map. And then the two maps over our bed is where we met and where we lived in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and the harbor in Cape Lagoon, where we lived on a boat together, my darling and I. We've been together over 25 years. This is my third husband, um, and I married him twice also. I married three men, each one twice. I lived on three islands, each one twice. I find that most strange. I don't know really what to think of that. So, what was I going to talk about now this time around? Yeah, now that we're into the afternoon of Monday, the beginning of spring. So I put on my springy shirt for the occasion, and I wanted to talk about this round. My next note, uh, the news on the border. This is the thing I find most interesting. The DEA has spent 10 billion. That's B with a boy, boy with a B. $10 billion. The DEA, just the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency of the federal government, just the federal government, spent $10 billion on marijuana eradication. Now, if I was the Young Turks, I would have, pressed a button and made some kind of noise or something. Because that is a hell of a lot of money to spend on a plant that doesn't harm anyone. And for those of you who are afraid of this plant in one way or another, it seems to me it's more important that you legalize it and control it than you is to ban it, because look at what happened in the ban. Your children can get a hold of it easier than you can. Any kid can get drugs on the street that I can't get, and I know just a twinkling about what's going on in the street. Because when you deal in one drug for your body, take for example the beer drinker, that's really all he has is beer. And so he knows where his beer bars are, and he knows where his beer pickup place is, and he knows who has beer in their refrigerator of all his friends and relatives. And when he needs a beer and he doesn't have the right change, he knows where he can go to get one. He's got all this a part of his beer addiction is the comfort. And that's what addiction is, a comfort in knowing where your drug is. Now, if you're he's she's a tobacco smoker, and there used to be a whole bunch of us, but we kind of got scared out of it. And then what really stopped us from smoking was all these vans and restaurants and airports, and everywhere you went you couldn't smoke a cigarette anymore. How the hell could you sneak a joint in there when you couldn't even smoke a cigarette? So it really, really got tough and really got strange. A plant that doesn't kill anyone, and these people like you and me are going around beating up, causing to bleed, causing bodily harm. The body didn't do anything wrong. How can they possibly grab someone's arm and twist it back here? They have no idea the condition of that shoulder, if it can even take that arm. And breaking that arm and making that body lose what capacity it has to work the rest of its life over a marijuana plant? Or 6 of them, or 10 of them, or 100 of them, or 1,000 of them? But nothing wrecking the body is worth. Oh, it's so sad. It's just so sad. But that wasn't what I came here to talk about today. Here we are at 6 minutes. The note that I had written over here at 2 in the morning was that the military is down on the Mexican border. The military of the United States and the military of the Mexican people. And I say to you, now I'm going to run out before, no, I'm still okay. And I say to you, it's so funny because I want to say, oh, the military's at the border? Oh, what are they driving? Oh, what are they wearing? Oh, who made those uniforms? Oh, and that hat. And how about those gloves? And oh, are they wearing spats these days over their boots? I mean, what kind of a uniform? And who designed it? And who made it? Who manufactured that uniform? Who made the buttons? I mean, come on, the shoelaces? Who made all these goody guys? And who owns those companies? And where are those CEOs? And where are those corporations that caused this war so they can sell all those buttons, bangles, and bows, those hats, and those shoes, and those guns, and the bullets, and the vest to put them on, and the vest to protect you from them, and the humdees to ride around in, and the trucks to gather up the people in? Who made all these things? Who manufactured these war goods? Who's making the money by causing these people to kill each other? Why would anyone want to kill each other except in the name of money? Who's making the money? You know, where is it? It all goes back to what Paul Newman said in that movie, wasn't it? Follow the money, right? Or was that Sammy Davis Jr.? Or was that George? It was probably George Carlin, right? Said, follow the money. Well, I know Bill Maher said it. Follow the money. Well, I'm saying follow the manufacturers. Who owns those places that make all that war stuff? They're causing the war, right? Who else would bother? Only the one who's going to benefit. And what do their uniforms look like, those guys at the Mexican border? Let's see, what color are they? Are they the usually army color stuff? And why do they make everything? Oh yeah, it's supposed to be camouflage, right? Yeah, that's right. But what kind of hats are they wearing these days? Are they wearing, oh, they're probably wearing these heavy-duty helmets, you know. Hey, let's get some pictures of this military at the Mexican, California, Arizona, Texas border, huh? Hey, let's see pictures. Associated Press, come on.